The psychology of character design. In this video, I will try to analyze the intent or state of mind behind the thought process of character design. This video will focus specifically on the gender stereotypes in mainstream animation. For starters, what is character design? According to Coursera, character design refers to the process of creating characters for animated films, comics, TV, toys, and publications. And a character starts off as a concept with a collection of personality traits, behaviors, and physical attributes. Then the designer sketches the character or uses design software to bring the character to life in print or on screen as a physical object. In the history of animation, character design has produced a similar result. Based on societal values, artists developed the basic archetypes and stereotypes which play a monumental role in character design. Such archetypes include feminine and masculine, good and bad, weak and strong, brave and cowardly. Physical gender tropes can be narrowed down to ugly or beautiful. For example, the hourglass figure. Ever wonder why all the Disney princesses have the thin waist, wider hips figure? When clearly there are other body types, silhouettes, and shapes prevalent in everyday life? Where did it come from? Fun fact, the hourglass figure can be traced back to French pannier and bustle dresses designed to imitate the large bottoms of South African slaves displayed in French museums. It is said that men spend all their time in these museums, which enraged the French women, so much so into mimicking this body feature in their designs, which also points out the appropriation of different ethnicities in character design. Artists can get away with using features from diverse communities without recognizing these communities. Another example, the statuesque male. All the fairy tales reflect princes with broad shoulders, chiseled jaws, and lean physiques. They are also depicted as tall and muscular. These same princes and princesses are also designed to have Eurocentric features and look Caucasian. The thin noses, straight hair, and lighter skin are an unspoken standard in character design, so much so that it is an internalized bias. In story design for animation, females are often depicted as weak damsels, homemakers, or problem childs. Their storylines are centered around being validated by men, pleasing men, falling in love, or being chosen by men. While men are clearly the saviors and rescuers of society, and only the words and capacities of men can be trusted. Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, and all the others follow the same stencil created by the male gaze, which specifically objectifies women and treats women like property and objects for desire rather than like actual human beings. Ironically, while there is no diversity in heroes, the villains come in all shapes and sizes. They can be fat, with big noses and round faces, or very skinny with sharp facial features, psychologically communicating that while the bad guys are everywhere, the good guys can only look a certain way. And if you do not look like that, guess what? You too are a bad guy. In this way, good and bad, ugly and beautiful, strong and cowardly, it's all decided by the way you look, and basing on the information gathered, we can conclude that the psychology of character design, in summary, is the mind of patriarchy.